Hello everybody, this is Stephanie and you are looking at my combi, which is right here. You'll see my face maybe sometime today. Anyway, I decided that I am going to make some of my peach cobbler in the combi. And at first, this pan came with it, but it's not very deep. So I said, I don't want to make it in this pan. I mean, I could have, but I like the layers for my peach cobbler. So I said, now this is the pan that you actually really cook in and do all kinds of stuff like that in. And so I said, I'm gonna use this pan because it's a little deeper, but yet it's not as big as my normal peach cobbler pan. And if you wanted to use your combi to make some peach cobbler, like for the holidays or something, you might be able to use this. So I'm just gonna put it in here, and just so that you guys can see how it's gonna work, and so also so I can see how it's gonna work, because it's gonna go on bake. It's not gonna go on the combi meal or anything. This is like the individual stuff for me. So I'm gonna just use this just to see what's gonna go on. So hold on a minute. All right, guys, first thing I'm gonna do is I have some Crisco butter flavored Crisco stick shortening, really. And even though this is non-stick, that doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna put some on here anyway. That's what I would do in my normal pan, and I'm gonna do it here too. So I'm gonna stick this, just spread it out to make sure nothing to really stick to anything right there. That's the first thing I'm doing. The recipe is simple. You guys should, if you want to know the one I usually do, then just go and find my peach cobbler recipe for the holidays, and you will absolutely see that I do this, and I do this all the time. So this is a little deeper, so let's try this. I only have one bag of peaches, frozen peaches. I always use frozen peaches, and I always use this. My mother, she actually made the dough and all that kind of stuff. That's not happening to me right now. That's not gonna go for me, but I am ready. I can use the already made pie crust. But I'm gonna tell you something. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with getting some help. So, and the food is still delicious, okay? There's nothing wrong with it. So I think I only need one. I don't know. I do have some more in case I need more than this, but what I'm gonna do, actually, I might need more. Yeah, I think I am. So I spread it at the bottom like that, but I'm gonna go ahead and use the other one. So I'm gonna also go get my other pack of pie crust that I have, just to be sure. I want this to be nice, so we will do that. Okay. Let's see what we got going here. I guess I will need two of them, I think. This pan is bigger than I thought. Guess had I used the smaller pan, maybe one would have been enough. One package would have been enough. But what I do is I take it in. I take the pie crust and take it all around the tray so that, it has a wall, basically speaking. It's got a wall, right? See how I got a wall here? I'm gonna have to put a little bit right there. I'll get over there. Let me take it from here. Let me take that side. I'm gonna come in here, cover you up a little bit. There you go. This is just like if I was playing with clay. One of the things I used to love to do. play with clay. That side's good. Okay. I'm going to show you that that side is good. This side basically is good. See? See? That side is good. The only part I kind of need to do is right a little bit right there. And that's what we're going to do right there. I don't need a lot. Let's see if you can see what I am doing. I just need a little bit right here. Makeshift. I'm going to need the other box. Plus I am going to need more pie crust. But it's all right. That's why I bought more. And I want to show you. So, this is a treat for me to even eat it. Because, hey, I shouldn't be eating it. But it's the holiday, and one, I want to show you a video. And two, I want you guys to know. So the next thing I'm going to do in my peach cobbler is I've got sugar, straight up sugar, and what I do is I sprinkle it at the bottom like that, just a little. So you see, it's not a lot. This is what? This is a 1/4 cup of sugar. It's not much that I even put at the bottom because I actually don't make it that sweet. So that's actually kind of cool. Then I'll put some cinnamon in there at the bottom. This is like lasagna. You like layer it. Put some cinnamon down there. And I also add a little bit of, this is what makes it right here. Watkins. That's the stuff, man. Watkins is the stuff. You want to put a little Watkins up in here. At the bottom. And sometimes I actually do use a little bit of apple pie spice in here. So just a little bit, just a teeny bit, not a lot. Now, on with the peaches. Yeah, that whole bag's in here. Huh. I'm gonna have to use the other bag. For real. Already smelling good though. It's smelling good. It's smelling good. Yeah, I am going to have to use the other bag. Okay. Now, next thing we're going to do, is we have to put some butter in here. Well, actually what I do again is a little bit more sugar on top. I'll sprinkle some sugar on top of that. Just a little bit. This thing is really, this bowl is pretty big. It truly is. It's not a little thing. It seemed like it was, but it's really not. So see, we both are figuring this thing out together here. And I would like some butter, definitely. Come on, butter. Butter. Put this butter on. So this is what my mom would do. Put a little butter everywhere. You know, just little dots or dabs of butter on here. And this happens to be salted butter. If you use salted, you can use unsalted, you know. Unsalted just gives it a little bit of a extra flavor that you're really not getting. So I will say a little bit more cinnamon. Yes, a little cinnamon on top of that too. And a little more vanilla. Vanilla, just a little bit. It's like vanilla in here for real. Okay, now I'll be back. I gotta go get more pie crusts and my peaches. All right, I'm back, and I looked in my freezer, and I did have some more peaches. So I want to make this a little more full. I like it that way. That's what really, because when it goes in the oven, it really does shrink down. So I want it more. I want it full because it'll shrink down once it goes in the oven. So I guess this is taking 3. It's almost just about as much as my normal pan does. Okay, and let me just do a little more. Give it a little more love right here. A little, just a little. They are definitely frozen. They're gonna be in the combi for a minute too. And I should have taken this out, but I didn't think I needed it. But here we go. So that's what you do. That's the first layer. And we're gonna have another layer here. So yes we are. Oops, 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 oops. Oops, oops, oops. Nope, not before we do this. No, get back in here. I need to put a little more sugar up in here. Up on top first. This is how you do it with the layer. A little bit more sugar first. And got some cinnamon. House gonna smell good. It's gonna smell good. Do a little bit of apple pie. And absolutely some vanilla. I'm gonna have to order some vanilla because it's coming up. And in this case, this time, I'm gonna put it in the cap. Sprinkle it out like that. There we go. That's the way I'm doing it. Okay. Alrighty. And then, now we can put the peaches up in here. Finish up these peaches. And then these two. So that's 3 bags of peaches up in here. Yeah. There's 3 bags of peaches up in here. That's it. Look at that. You see how it mounds up like that? That's the way it's supposed to do. Because it will not, it needs to, it will go down. It will go down. And we need it. It will go down. And then it'll be delicious. It'll end up being absolutely delicious. All right, a little bit more sugar. Come on. Let's sprinkle a little sugar on here. This reminds me of my niece Cheryl. Her birthday's coming up. Because she would love this. Boy, she loved these peach cobbler. And I try to make it not so sweet for her. Because she was a diabetic. And I try to make it not so sweet. And it's fine. It tastes fine when it's not so sweet. So this reminds me of her. Because it's one of the things she absolutely loved. My niece loved herself some food. She loved food. That was it. Sweet, something like that. I think she liked a lot more sweet things than I do. But you put that over there. Let it just store a minute. All right, so when you put the sugar on, let's put a little more cinnamon on. And then let's put in some little bit of apple pie seasoning. For real, just a drop. That's it. And let's go with the vanilla. This thing really makes it with the vanilla. I think my mother put it in there. I'm not really sure. But I'm not actually 100% sure. But she did. But her peach cobbler was off the chain. And my mother used real peaches and all that. She did the whole crust thing. Mama, thank God for you. I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I have no time for that. And thank God they make it where you don't have to do that. Now, you put the butter. I'm going to absolutely use the rest of this stick of butter for this. 1 stick. And I'm going to put all of that over there. Put all the rest of this butter here in. All right, next thing is going to be this. So I gotta move you over here for a minute, just for a minute. So I already have a strip done. I'm gonna cut that in half. Got a strip right here. That's all we really need. I'm gonna put another strip right there. I'm gonna show y'all what it actually looking like here. Definitely cold. This stuff is cold. And it's square, so I don't care too much about that. All right, let me just mix them so I can show y'all what I'm doing. I don't think I could have done this in the smaller one because it just wasn't deep enough, in my opinion. You need, when you're making deep dish anyway, peach cobbler is a deep dish. So you have to have a deep dish. So let me just bring it back over here so y'all can see what I'm kind of doing. So we got one this way. We're gonna put you up and you down. That's what we're gonna do. I really should go in the middle with it. Yeah, let's go in the middle with it. Right about there. Do the middle first and then come out because it's easier to do it that way. And this one goes down, under, over, and under. Under and then under. There we go. Then we'll do this one, which would be over. Come on, girl. Let's go over, under, and over, right? So we are doing like a basket weave right here, right? I gotta cut the other side. Let me cut these. Probably do like 3 more. It smells delicious and it ain't cooked. It's not cooked and it smells good. I'm going to probably give this to my neighbors and we'll have some, but probably give most of it to my neighbor. So let's do this now. This is over. So we need under, over, under. So you can see that that's easy enough if you start in the middle. It's easy enough to do this. So then it's over, over, under, over. And the last one would be, come here, is under, over, under. Now, what I'm going to do is kind of pinch it into the other dough if I can, best I can. So this little basket weave thing is like that. The very next thing, now this comes with it comes with a top, but I am not going to do that. I'm going to put foil on mine. I wonder if I could use the other. Oh, I don't. This may just spill over. This might spill over. And if this was in my oven, I would have something underneath it, because it may spill over. So what you want to do is this. Now let me get to back to the combi, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Now my combi does come with this hood, with this top. I don't know. I might have the foil and the top on there. Let's see. All right, let me put it in. Well, I put the top on right here. it's possible, put the top on, so it's possible that maybe it won't spill out. We'll see. And if this was my oven, this is gonna stay on for a while. I usually put this on, now we have it here. This is on the air fry side. This is the air fry side. Let me turn it on. It's on bake right now. I want to turn the temperature down. It's on bake. So what's your problem? Oh Lord. Oh, you know you on bake. I know you're on. Let's broil, bake, and air fry. It's the last one. Oh no, that wasn't the last one. See, I'm looking. This is hard to see for me, but I know now that's on air fry, and I know that's on bake. 350 is fine. 350 is absolutely fine. Time. Oh, we going there. The time is going to be at least an hour. At least an hour, and I'm going to check and see where it's at. Maybe, let me do an hour and 20 minutes. And then I'm taking off the foil, and then I'm going to put it back in so that it gets brown, like the top gets brown. But it has to take at least an hour because those peaches are frozen and just needs to bake and soak through. So we'll see. I'll be back. Let me press start. Got even on a preheat over here. So we'll see what it looks like. I will be back when I take a look at it. Okay, guys, this has stopped. I think I put it on 30 minutes, but I put another 15 minutes on there. I just really wanted it brown. So I'm going to pull it out, and I'm not going to cut it into it because it needs to sit for a while. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like. So far, so good. And it didn't ruin my oven, which is great. That's the best part. Didn't really ruin anything. So here it go. See that? That's peach cobbler right there. Peach cobbler that I made with this combi. Peach cobbler combi right there. It looks good. It looks really good, and it smells fantastic in here. Fantastic. Yeah, it really smells fantastic. So I am going to look at that, all that syrupy stuff in there. I don't know how it's going to clean up, but anyway, I made it in here. So what I'm going to do is just let it sit. As it needs to do that. I'm going to move it right now because I don't want it to fall over here. Okay, now you can see it. It's going to sit here because I needed to. I needed to get cooled off. It's lava hot right now. But anyway, guys, I guess you won't see my face today, but I finished yet another video. 2 videos today, as a matter of fact. And yesterday I had my shot, so I got a little bit more energy that I was able to do these. And I want them out, so you guys can see for the holidays. Anyway, this is Stephanie. And please like, subscribe, and share. And please look down in my description box for anything that I'm using. And know that I am an Amazon influencer. I have another YouTube channel called Stephanie's Reviews, which you will see some of these reviews up on the Stephanie's Kitchen YouTube. And I think I said I'm an Amazon influencer. And you see me on TikTok and Facebook and everything, everywhere. Look around, you'll see me. Anyway, I gotta go now, so I'm gonna let that cool off. I know it's good because I can smell it. So I will talk to you guys later.